Welcome to another episode of Katawa Shoujo, doing Hanako's out. This is Act 3. Are you okay, Lily? You look tired. She lowers her head a little, looking somewhat embarrassed that she let us show. Class representative work can be very tiring, considering that it often means dealing with the student council. Very tiring indeed. How do the other representatives go? Better than I, but not by much. Shizuni is a harsh taskmaker no matter whom she deals with. It doesn't sound like... Oh wow, I just spit everywhere. Ew. It doesn't sound like you particularly relish the job. But why do you do it in the first place if it's that bad? Being a class representative is enjoyable, and I can deal with the responsibilities enough, just that the people involved are sometimes... Shows off, cutting her word at a rather opportune spot. It's hard to imagine Lily cursing, but I imagine that if anyone could make her do so, it would be Shizune. Well, she is Scottish. Half Scottish. Hanako looks to be withering a bit in the light of such conflict. Before I can steer the topic away a little, she stands up. Hanako? I'll be back in a bit. With that, she leaves for the restrooms. Wait. With that, she leaves for the restrooms. I suppose that's one way to deal with the situation if that was indeed her motivation. Lily, however, looks a little wounded. Don't worry about it. I don't think it was you. But I think she's been getting stronger with it. You've seen it yourself, right? Don't worry a bit, Ari. Fortunately, Lily doesn't look offended, and by now, I really shouldn't be quite so scared of stepping in it. Wait. Possibly, sometimes. I find it hard to tell though. Silence reigns for a moment before 2 teacups, a pie, and a mug of steaming coffee appears in front of us. I notice that Yuko takes special care to place the teacup against the tip of Lily's fingers, letting her know where it is. Here you go. Thanks, Yuko. Thank you. With a quick and silent bow, the bespectacled waitress takes a leave. Ah, that's right. I was meaning to ask you something, and now would be the right time to do so. I'm all ears. Hanako's birthday is coming up, and I was hoping that you might accompany me for present shopping in the city this weekend. Hanako's birthday is soon? I suppose it would be a nice change to cheer up a bit, like Yuko. She always seems to be teetering on the edge of either panic or depression, and I've never seen her enjoy herself much outside of her chess game. All that aside, learning the layout of the city with a friend keeping me company seems like a good way to spend a weekend. Sure. Sure, I'd be happy to. Have you got any plans for what to do for her birthday? A party or anything? Hanako being Hanako, perhaps a low-key affair would be. Lily suddenly cuts herself short, leaving me to wonder why, as she brings her teacup. After a few seconds, I noticed Hanako walking up to us over her shoulder. Lily's hearing must be very good indeed if it was the sound of the restroom door opening that tipped her off. Well, when humans technically use one of their senses like eyes, all the other senses increase to compensate. So the hearing, they'd use sonar a little bit, but the hearing also increases. Hanako takes her seat once again and wastes no time in drinking her tea. Soon the 3 of us are quietly eating and drinking as the sun sets. Wait, I'm thinking texting. It's a nice way to spend the remainder of the day, and I really appreciate the quiet and serene surroundings of Yamaku. I think I'm really beginning to like life here, as isolated as it may be. I finish off the last of my coffee and rest the mug on the table, while the girls talk between themselves. The coffee's a bit tater. It's okay, but then what I can make for myself in any case. The girls' discussion is mainly focused on the respective reading preferences, which just give me a little curiosity about a related topic. Hey Hanako, I was just wondering. Aside from chess and reading, do you have any other hobbies or things you like doing? She's completely stopped in the chat, looking quite surprised that anyone would be interested in asking a question about her. It takes a little time to formulate a response. I guess I like singing a little. I'm okay with computers as well, but I don't use them as much. Singing's not exactly expected to hear. It's hard to imagine her singing given how soft-spoken she is. Ah! Lily, on the hand, simply nods. She must already know all this since she's been friends with Hanako for 1 year or so by now. What about you? Me? She hesitated before quickly flicking her head up and down. It's only logical that she wanted to talk about my hobbies after she told me hers. Yeah, I ask you, you ask me. That's chess, obviously, but also, There was soccer as well, though I can't really do that anymore. Reading, which I picked up in hospital, is surprisingly hard. Lily and Hanako look a little put off by the direction this is taken, and the more I think about it, the more I am too. It sounds as if you picked up quite a few things since your accident. Lily's candor was coated part of the most positive spin one could put on what I said. However, Hanako is silent. If the situation becomes difficult, the reaction always seems to be withdrawing into silence, in order to prevent things getting worse, that or physically retreating. A soft ringing gives us pause. Lily reaches into her pocket. It becomes obvious that sounds coming from her phone. Sorry. It's okay. I'm changing their voices so many times for kids. Lily gives a quick nod, shuffling out of her seat, and taking the call a little just away to avoid disturbing both of us. Must be nice to be popular. Hanako smiles, but she doesn't take up the hook for further discussion. I end up just sitting back and closing my eyes, relaxing as best as I can. It's nice and peaceful here. What? Nice and peaceful here. I don't know what it's like to have grown up somewhere like this rather than in the city. Yeah, you come from the city? Looks like I found something she wants to talk about. Yeah, you can say I was a city kid through and through. It sounds like a lot changed. It did. I'm still not quite sure what to make of it all, though. It's a bit of a culture shock in more ways than one. You must have gone through something like this when you first started a Yamaku, right? I imagine most new students would. No, not really. Hanako gazed a little to the side, looking unwilling to go on. I turned my head inquisitively, but a couple of seconds passed with no further answer. But can we do that on Monday? The fallout has already settled from the last. I understand. I try to talk her down. You know what she's like when she gets locked into an idea. Is this Shizune? Yes, thank you. Talk to you later then. Goodbye. Lily's conversation ends with the snap of her phone closing. She returns to her table but doesn't take her seat. Need to go? Unfortunately, class representative work calls once again. I can come with you. It's alright, Hanako. I'll just be going straight to the student council. Gosh dang it. There's no need to spoil a fine evening on my account. Besides, if you were to uncover me on my way back, who would keep our poor Hisao company? Okay. I can join you for tea again later tonight if you like. I may well need it. Ah, my jaw! We agree on that plan. Lily says her farewells to both of us, taking cocaine after Hanako passed it to her. Despite my offer to pay for Lily's share, she insists on giving us a portion of the bill and gives her regards to Yuko as she takes her leave. Then we're alone. It may be all well and good to leave Hanako and me alone to have some time together, but all it typically means is the two of us sitting near each other in silence for a while. Awkward. I wonder what I must look like to Hanako. I never thought myself as a scary person, but to have someone my own age acting this way around me makes me intensely self-aware. As it's my fault that she's so troubled. She might get more used to people if she were to stop being so cloistered in Yamaku, but then again, why even people much older than her react so strongly after a single glance at her face? She may well feel the same I do now. The real catch-22. If she stays in Yamaku, she won't get used to socializing. But if she leaves, any effort she might try will get thrown back at her by the people who can't deal with scarring. Why not order something else to keep us going? We haven't had much of a dinner after all. Hanako brightens up and nods vigorously. Glad that I brought up the topic for her. I catch Yuko's gaze, and she dutifully comes over at a